Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to we're about to start binder number 12. Before I do that, I forgot one thing though, right? So in binder number 11, on the back of that Sunny Ono Ultimate Dragon photo, I do have another picture here. This is Bob Pivaroff again. He met Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata is one of the guys Sonny Ono managed at one point, a WCW wrestler. So mine went so Yuji Nagata along with Bob. I'm going to get binder 12 set up right now, though. But as I'm doing that, though, let me just quickly tell you one more mistake I made. The Santino and Mickey James combo one, that little small picture, that was only signed by Mickey James. So I moved it into the binder that had Mickey in it, which I believe was binder number 8. All right, here we go. Now we're going to start binder number 12. So here we go. And we kick off binder number 12 here with Sonia Deville. So there's Sonia Deville in a bikini. She's one of the current product wrestlers in the WWE. So we have Sonia Deville. All right, next up, we have Southern Justice. I believe this one came from Scott Williams. So it says Southern Justice, Mark Canterbury, and Dennis Knight. So that was also the Godwins or Slashinger and Pierce. But there they are as Southern Justice, Canterbury and Dennis Knight. All right, next one I got from Bobby Grambling. This is Spider Lady, and that's her from the WWF 1985 here, and that was played by a woman named Penny Mitchell. So this is Spider Lady Penny Mitchell. All right, next one is Spike Dudley. So a pretty cool blue inscription there of Spike Dudley here on a WWF promo picture from 2001. So good old Spike Dudley. Next up is Stacy Keebler on a WWE promo picture from 2003. So it says "Love Stacy" down there, and there she is on a promo picture, the P855 from 2003. Stacy Keebler. All right, here's a second one of Stacy Keebler. So it says "Love Stacy," and there she is standing tall in her heels. Seeing the long legs that she's got. So that's Stacy Keebler. Next one is Stan Hansen. So there it says Stan Hansen, and it's a big picture there of him with the and was it which title belt? AWA World Heavyweight Champion Stan Hansen. So there he is. And here's a second one I got of Stan Hansen with the pose of his fingers like this. Stan Hansen. He's a wild man. I know that big Japan match he had with Hulk Hogan, and he had some good matches with either Luger or Sting or something like that in WCW. I think it was Luger, Stan Hansen. All right, here's Stars and Stripes, solid tag team WCW around 94, 95. So there's the Patriot, Dale Wilkes. And we have Marcus Bagwell just signed it as Buff down there. So interesting he wrote Buff instead of Marcus Bagwell. But there they are, Stars and Stripes on a WCW promo picture from 94. So we have Bagwell and the Patriot, double signed. All right, next up you have the Steiner brothers. So this is signed by Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner over there. This is on a WCW picture, probably from like, I don't know, 1990 if I had to guess. The Steiner brothers, maybe 89. All right, here's a WWF one of the Steiner brothers with the World Wrestling Federation tag team titles. So it's Rick Steiner here, Scott Steiner there. There they are with the tag team belts. So you have the Steiner brothers. That came from the Wrestling Universe, by the way. Next one is Stephanie McMahon. So she signed down here, Stephanie McMahon in blue. And there she's in her business. So this is when she was like the SmackDown GM and everything. And there's a second one of Stephanie McMahon signed over here. Stephanie McMahon. So cool one there of Steph. All right, next up is Steve Armstrong. Might be a little hard to read, so let me see. It says, God bless you, Todd, Steve Armstrong. So he gave this to me directly, and it's a little hard to read on the silver. I know it's dark lighting today, too. It's a cloudy day. But there's Steve Armstrong in front of the Universal Studio sign in Disney, where they held a lot of TV tapings on like, 94, 95, 96, things like that. Steve Armstrong over here. So there's a close up of the signature again. And there's another thing Steve Armstrong sent me. There's Steve. He wrote down, it says, God bless you, Steve Armstrong. Not sure who the woman is, and it is Brad Armstrong in the picture with him, though, but only signed by Steve. So Steve Armstrong picture, along with one of their girlfriends, I guess, and Brad Armstrong. All right, next up is Stunning Steve Austin. So here it is, Steve Austin in WCW. It's a cool one there of Stunning Steve Austin. Moving along, this one came from High Spots. It's Beckett Certified, and it's the Ringmaster Steve Austin series with the $1 million title, and he signed it as Ringmaster Steve Austin. So nice one there of Austin as the Ringmaster, and like I said, it comes with the Beckett cert. Our next one is Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he wrote Austin 316. There's with the Smoking Skull World Heavyweight Championship, giving someone the finger. So nice one there of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And our next one is a combination of Stunning Steve Austin and Colonel Rob Parker. So some people have this piece just signed by Parker. I got signed by both Stunning Steve Austin and Colonel Rob Parker. So nice combination of Austin and Parker when he was the United States champion in WCW in like late '93 and '94. Austin and Parker. Next one is a combo. It's signed by Stone Cold Steve Austin and Stacy Keebler. So it says Love Stacy up here. And over here it says Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there they are. They're having a beer together. And I bet you Austin will probably turn heel on her and give her a stunner. That's what the kind of thing he did. But Austin over here, Stacy up here. Nice dual signed photo of Austin and Stacy Keebler. Next one is Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon. So he wrote Steve Blackman, Lethal Weapon. Pretty cool signature there of Steve Blackman. There he is in the picture with the hardcore title, those kendo nunchuck sticks he used. Saw a picture there of the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. And that came from the wrestling universe. All right, next up, I got this from Dylan Hines. This is former ECW World Heavyweight Champion Steve Carino. So it's signed Steve Carino when he was the ECW Heavyweight Champion. Next, we have Stephen Dunn as Steve Dahl. So he wrote Steve Dahl. Not sure who was in the Michelangelo Ninja Turtle costume, but it's a cool backstage picture of Stephen Dunn or Steve Dahl, along with a Michelangelo Ninja Turtle in the background. And later you'll see a well done as well. All right, this is Steve Lombardi. I believe this came from Bobby Grambling. So this is Steve Lombardi, who was later the Brooklyn Brawlers, working over somebody. Steve Lombardi in pen. This is Steve Mcmichael. This came from Bill Paley. So Steve Mongo Mcmichael. Not in the best of health right now, but there he is, Steve Mcmichael. And there's Bill Paley's cert. This is Dr. Death, Steve Williams. So he wrote thumbs up, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. And there's Steve Williams with all those title belts he has. So nice one there of Dr. Death, Steve Williams. And there's the cert for that. And then also here again, our buddy Bob Pivaroff, he met Dr. Death, Steve Williams. He wrote Dr. Death on that picture. But cool one of Bob meeting him. Here's a nice combination one of Lord Steven Regal. So it says Lord Steven Regal, WCW Television Champion. And we have Sir William up there on top. So Sir William and Lord Steven Regal double signed photo when Regal was the television champion. So very awesome, unique photo there of Regal and Sir William. Not many of those out there. And that one came from the TNT Authentics guys, okay? Next one is Stevie Ray from Harlem Heat. He wrote Stevie Ray, NWO. This is when he was a heel in the NWO, Stevie Ray. Next one is Sting. So there's Sting here with the United States Heavyweight Champion. So Sting here, he's a babyface and with the United States title. All right, this is another one of Sting. This is on a WCW NWO photo file from 1998. This is when he was in the NWO Wolfpack, signed down here as Sting. So a very nice one of Sting in the NWO Wolfpack. And here's another one of Sting. It's on a photo file from 2014, signed up here as Sting. This is like the Crow Sting, so nice one there of Sting as the Crow Sting from like the late 90s and early 2000s Sting. This is the WWE picture though. Here's a combination of Sting and Lex Luger. It's probably something to do with Japan because they're holding a trophy thing. That's where usually those things came from. So Sting signed it right here. Lex Luger over there. This came from Richie DiGregorio and the East Coast Wrestling guys. So Sting and Luger. Nice combo of them. And here's another nice one I got of Sting and Luger. This is when they were in the Wolfpack. So Sting signed it up here. And Luger signed it over here in red. And then Kevin Nash and Conan also in the picture, but only signed by Sting and Luger. All right, moving along, we have Strikeforce. I bought this already signed by Rick Martel. It says Rick Martel Strikeforce. Then I mailed it to Tito, and he added in Tito Santana, Hall of Fame 2004, Arriba. So Tito Santana and Rick Martel Strikeforce, cool combo of them. And then I have a second combination of them. This is Tito Santana. This is Rick Martel. There they are together. Strikeforce again. Solid tag team from late 87 and early 88, Strikeforce. All right, here we have the Sultan, who was later Rikishi. So it says Sultan WWF. Nice one there of the Sultan. Next, we have Summer Rae, and there she is doing her pose. So Fandango in the background. There's Summer Rae, signed Summer. Nice leg split by Summer Rae. Bobby Gramling's wife will love this one. Summer Rae. There's another one of Summer Rae, just signed Summer over here. Like just laying in bed with high socks on and basically in underwear. Summer Rae. Next is a combination of Summer Rae and Fandango. What's unique about this piece, though, is that they both signed in the opposite spots. So by Fandango's chest, it says Summer. And by Summer Rae's chest, it says Fandango. So it's a dual sign piece, but they signed it in the wrong spots. So again, Summer Rae, which is Fandango, Fandango, which is Summer Rae. Pretty funny combination there of Summer Rae and Fandango. All right, here's another one of them, Summer Rae, this time with, who's the other guy that she met? The guy, Tyler Breeze, right? Yeah. So that's Summer Rae over here, Tyler Breeze over there. He was the king of like, he did like some sort of selfie gimmick thing or something. And there they are coming down the aisle, dual sign again, Summer Rae over here and Tyler Breeze over there with his photo camera. Double sign photo. Next we have Sunny. She wrote Stay Cool Sunny. And there she is bending down posing. Sunny. Big trouble these days. And that's pretty cool there. It says like it's on a kind of promotion picture. Okay. There's another one of Sunny posing in the ring. Just signed Sunny over here. Looks good. There's a third one of Sunny. This is an ECW promo picture. It says Sunny 2011 WWE Hall of Fame. So cool ECW promo picture there of Sunny. Next up is the Super Machine. And I believe that was I believe that one was Axe, right? Super Machine, Bill Eddy. So there's Super Machine right over here, which was Demolition Axe, the Super Machine. And there it came from TNT Authentics. All right, next up we have Superstars of Wrestling piece signed by a bunch of names. So we have the Honky Tonk Man up here, Hacksaw Jim Duggan over there, Brutus Beefcake over here, Ricky Steamboat over here, Ted DiBiase by his face, Bobby Heenan over here, the One Man Gang down there, Butch Reed over here, and Greg the Hammer Valentine over there. So it's signed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. So pretty cool. Superstars of Wrestling piece signed by 9 names. And some of these guys, like I said, are deceased now, such as Butch Reed, Bobby Heenan, and I believe that's it. The other ones are alive still. So cool one from like an 88 Superstars piece. All right, next up is Sylvester Terkai. Brief gimmick in like 2006. So he wrote The Collector OVW ECW, Sylvester Terkai. I believe I got that one from Scott Ferenzi. A nice, cool picture and inscription of Sylvester Terkai. Next is X-Pac as 6 when using WCW. So he wrote 6-Pac. There you stay in the aisle here. This was him in WCW as 6. Sean Waltman. This is a pretty new one I got in the last few weeks. It's a WWF match sheet signed by TNA. So we have Prince Albert here, Trish Stratus over here, and Test over there. So it's a match sheet, again, signed by the group TNA, all three members. So we have Albert, Test, and Trish Stratus over there. So Albert, Test, and Trish. Pretty cool to have a Prince Albert autograph in the collection. All right, next is Tajiri. So there he signed like a little gray thing over there, Tajiri, the Japanese buzzsaw. All right, next up is Tammy Sitch when she was known as Sunny. She signed both gimmicks. She wrote Tammy Fitch and Sunny over here. So a nice double sign thing of Sunny there, using both Tammy Sitch and Sunny. Next is a current product diva. I don't know much about her. Her name is Taryn Terrell. There she is with the TNA title belt. So we have Taryn Terrell. That came from the wrestling universe. Next we have the undefeated Native American Tatanka. This is obviously from 1992 because he only wore those outfit until around June 92 or so, or May 92. So Tatanka when he had the long tights and first came in. And here's another one of Tatanka. He signed WWE Legend Tatanka 2020. So cool one there of Tatanka. And here's the outfit I'm more accustomed to seeing Tatanka wear, the blue trunks. He wrote again WWE Legend Tatanka. This one was signed though in 2021. Okay. And Chief J Strongbow in the ring with him on a Monday Night Raw. So nice one there of Tatanka. Chris Chavis. All right, next one is double signed. It is signed by Tay Conti and Anna J. These again are some current product divas. I don't even know which organization they are in, but we have Tay Conti there standing up their heel in the air, and Anna J in the boots. Double sign. All right, that's also certified by High Spots. All right, next up we have Taz. I don't know why he's worse so much. His son Hook is pretty over too. This is Taz, and it says the number 13. I don't know what the significance of that 13 is, but nice shot and signature there of the big man Taz from the Red Hook District in Brooklyn. That's it's Wrestling Universe certed. This is Roddy Piper's daughter. Her name is Teal Piper. I think when I bought her, I got like two of them. I kept one and sold one. This is Teal Piper. Not sure what federation she's wrestling in, but there she is. This is Team Angle. So Kurt Angle's lackey, so which is Shelton Benjamin over here. We saw him earlier. And we also saw Charlie Haas earlier, but this is when they were associated with Angle as Team Angle on a 2003 P817 WWE promo picture. So Team Angle. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. All right, next, the strongman, Ted Arcidi. Sign right here, Ted Arcidi. And I actually tried him through the mail recently, and he mailed back this. This is his own thing, tedarcidi.com. And he signed right up here in pen, Ted Arcidi. So if you want to get the strongman Ted Arcidi from 85, 86, here's your chance. You could even get him through the mail like I did. All right, next up, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. There he is with the $1 Million belt. This one came from High Spots. It says Ted DiBiase with the money sign. And there's the High Spots cert. Here's another one of Ted DiBiase in like a parking lot on an evening. So pretty cool picture of Ted DiBiase in his wrestling outfit in the parking lot. This is Ted DiBiase's Survivor Series 1989 team, signed by everybody except for Zeus. So we have the Barbarian and the Warlord, the Powers of Pain. And we have Ted DiBiase over here. Zeus is pitcher, but only signed by the three members. Again, DiBiase, the Warlord, and the Barbarian. All right, next up, we have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, along with Kama. And I believe he even wrote on the bottom here in little different color letters, Supreme Fighting Machine. So he tried signing here. I guess it came out too light or something, so he made it darker. So he signed it twice, Kama, Supreme Fighting Machine, and DiBiase signed over there as they cut a promo in the ring. Thanks for the likes, guys. Next up is DiBiase's son. This is Ted DiBiase Jr. and Maurice. So Maurice managed him at one point. I believe it was like in 2010 after Virgil. And there she is with the $1 Million Man son, Ted DiBiase Jr. and Maurice, dual sign on a Raw picture. All right, next is Teddy Long, Holla at Me Playa, signed by Teddy Long. Very funny man. You saw some in some combo pictures earlier. This is Albert as Tenzai when he came back in the early 2010s. I don't know if it was like 2012 or what year, but dropping an elbow on somebody and he signed it as Tensai. Here we have a few Terry Reynolds. This is the first one of her with jeans and long nails touching her belly. It says Terry Reynolds. There she is. Beautiful lady. Here's another one of Terry Reynolds. Looks like she's like lying on either a rug or some golf course or something. Terry Reynolds over here signed. And there she is, just like in her heels and laying down. So interesting one there of Terry Reynolds. And if you like Terry Reynolds in bed, here you got that one too. Terry Reynolds like lying with the sheets on the bed. Okay, Terry Reynolds. Next up is the ECW hardcore legend Terry Funk, and he's got the ECW world title in this picture. It says ECW champ Terry Funk, and there he is with the belt. Very nice picture there of Terry Funk, the hardcore legend himself. This is a nice dual sign one. So Terry Funk signed it down here. And we have Jerry the King Lawler, WWE Hall of Fame 2007 on top. So double signature of Terry Funk and Jerry the King Lawler. Next, we have a jobber. His name was Terry Gibbs, longtime jobber in the World Wrestling Federation in the 80s. So Terry Gibbs right over here. And that one came from the TNT Authentics guys. Next up, we saw Red Rooster earlier. Here he is, Terry Taylor. So he's got some kind of title belt with him, Terry Taylor. Next, we have a few of these. This is Tessa Blanchard, the daughter of Tully Blanchard. So she signed right here, Tessa Blanchard, walking around in long heels and a red outfit. Cool one of Tessa. Here's a second one of Tessa Blanchard. I think this is probably in, I don't know it's a major city. You can tell in the back, maybe Canada, I don't know. But there's Tessa Blanchard, though, walking around in heels and red pants. Cool one there of the daughter of Tully, Tessa Blanchard. Here's a third one of Tessa Blanchard, wearing torn jeans, lifting her heels. Tessa Blanchard. Next, we have Test, and that is James Spencer started. So we have a Test. Nice one of that. And here's another one of Test. This is like a later, the short haircut. And I guess he was with Kelly Kelly. There's another one of Test. Or maybe he was with Stacy at the time. Test. Next, I got from a virtual signing about a year. I think it was a year ago today. Actually, it was in my Facebook memories. So we have Tex Slashinger. He wrote Tex Slashinger, a.k.a. Dennis Knight. And then Shanghai Pierce, a.k.a. Mark Canterbury. So I had to write their real names, and the two gimmicks was Slashinger and Pierce. WCW 1992 to 1994. So cool one of Slashinger and Pierce in WCW. All right, next one is double signed. This is signed by Tiffany. I don't even remember her that well. And then we talked about earlier Katie Lee Burchill. So Tiffany, along with Katie Lee on a Wrestling Inc. So Bill Paley's company started this one. Tiffany and Katie Lee. And there's Bill Paley's cert at the time. Next up is Tiger Ali Singh. Not many autographs of him. He was around in the late 90s and early 2000s. Tiger Ali Singh. And on the back of him, I put down, this is guy, he was in ECW. His name was El Puerto Riqueño. But he also managed Tiger Ali Singh like around 98. His name was Babu. So this is Bob Pivaroff with Babu, a.k.a. El Puerto Riqueño. In this case, he signed it as Best Wishes Puerto Riqueño in this one. Okay. Next up, this guy was an extremely rare graph until recently because Marty then brought him at the gathering, but his name was Tiger Chung Lee. I paid $50 for her a few years ago, so he's actually cheaper now than when I bought him since he did an actual signing where people have to pay like 30 or 35. But the Korean Tiger Chung Lee, still a pretty rare graph, unless you met him this summer at the gathering or something. This is White Lightning Tim Horner, ready for a tag. Tim Horner, a very talented worker, mostly in NWA, WCW, did a little bit of WWF as well. Very fast, that's why they call him White Lightning, and a talented worker, just not many good mic skills or anything like that. So Tim Horner, nice picture of him. Next is the legendary referee Tim White. I believe he passed away this past year. This is from 2000, the P601. So nice one there of Tim White on a WWF promo picture from the year 2000. He was refereeing even as back as far as the mid 80s or so. Tim White. And he was Andre the Giant's handler as well. All right, next one is Tito Santana. Here he is about to drop an elbow on Rick Martel, only signed by Tito, though. Tito Santana, friendly guy. There he is as El Matador, Tito Santana. So 1991 promo picture as El Matador. All right, next up is T.L. Hopper, the plumber, Tony Anthony from like the USWA. So T.L. Hopper, he was around 96 as the plumber. Dirty White Boy, they call him. This I got, and someone went to the gathering in 2021 with Marty, and they got it signed for me. This is Todd Champion, so it says one half of the Patriots from Todd Champion. So the Patriots were a tag team. WCW was Todd Champion and Firebreaker Chip. Firebreaker Chip autographs are almost nearly impossible to come by. I don't even know anyone that has them, but if anyone ever does, I'd like to add it to this. But at least we have Todd Champion. It says 2021. Again, that was the summer he signed it at that convention, the gathering. All right, next up is ECW legend, the commissioner, Todd Gordon. So he wrote Todd Gordon, ECW. This came from Bill Paley's. You see the Wrestling Inc. sticker. And there's his shirt. All right, here's one not many people have. This is Todd Pettengill, the guy who did WWF for In Your House reports and stuff. It's on a magazine page signed by Todd Pettengill. All right, there's the back of the magazine. Next up, this is a rare one. Tom Mcgee. Signs very small, but he wrote Best to Todd, Tom Mcgee. So this is the guy who had that infamous match with Bret Hart. Competed in the day of rarely in between 1986 and 1989. Had a match or two here or there. But there he is as Tom Mcgee again in small print over here. And there's the photo overall of the Mega Man, Tom Mcgee. All right, here we go. Dr. Tom Pritchard from the Heavenly Bodies. You saw the Heavenly Bodies earlier. There's a solo one of Tom Pritchard. All right, next one is a combination. Claudio would love this. His best friend, Tom Zink. He just signed the Z-Man. And Tony Schiavone in the combination one. So it's looks like it's on the podium. It's Tony Schiavone interviewing Tom Zink, and Missy Hyatt's there. But it's just signed by the Z-Man, Tom Zink, and Tony Schiavone at some WCW event. Zink, a very hard graft to get. I got him some cards for free when he was alive back in 2013, but find these 8x10s or magazine pages of him, very competitive to get. The Z-Man, Tom Zink. And on the back here, Bob Pivaroff, of course, he had to meet Tom Zink, so he signed it as the Z-Man. There's Bob Pivaroff. Oh, by the way, that photo is labeled on the back. It says Tom Zink, Tony Schiavone, August 31st, 09, Missy High. Okay. You know, just saying like when they got them signed. They got those signed in 08 and 09. Okay. By Schiavone. This is Zink with Bob. All right. Next one is an ECW one. This is Iron Man Tommy Cairo. He's right over here. And there is Peaches. Peaches was the wife of the Sandman, and then they are together in the ECW. Nice inscription there of Tommy Cairo and Peaches. Next up is, speaking of ECW, the hardcore legend himself, Tommy Dreamer, signed it right there. So pretty cool one of him, probably at a House of Hardcore, more modern events. He's wearing those Dusty Rhodes tights he likes so much, Tommy Dreamer. And here we have Wildfire Tommy Rich. So he wrote Tommy Wildfire Rich. Pretty cool one there in the inscription. Nice photo. And that will conclude binder number 12. I have 3 more small ones. I'm not doing them now. I'm going to take a break and go swimming or do something. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll be back with eventually binders 13, 14, 15. Those ones are smaller and only take about half the time. All right. Have a good one. See you soon.